Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 46 of Darwell20's FTB Skies Let's Play series. Today, I made a Rod of the Bifrost just now. I'm pretty sure I made one already, right? Yes, I did. Cool. And then I'm using that to turn Elf Glass into Bifrost blocks. Easy peasy. Which I can then convert into a fabulous mana pool. Look at that. Boom. How good. And then I can use that fabulous mana pool to get a Fluix Mana Pearl. And we're going to try out this Fluix Mana Pool thing today, because I'm not super familiar with it. But in theory, if I just do that, right, and it is currently offline, and then we run some cabling to you, well, this could be cool. Right? Is that cool? Now, does that need to be, like, tapped into... Yeah, it does. It does. So let's make sure that we do that, and then we do this. Let's do it here. And we want our P2P happening. Cool. And then we want our memory card. We want to make sure that we're bound to this guy, who currently has 12 channels available. Load it up, and then we're good. And then if we check, you will have no mana in you at the moment, but you are online, so that's cool. You've got 13 channels in use, and then I should be able to stick this guy down here. And you're online. Are you going to render the fact that you have mana in you? Oh. I have no idea. No idea how that works. I guess we'll find out, right? Fluix Mana Pool. I guess we'll see. Because now what we want to get is a nice piece of dirt in the middle here. And I said I wanted this island somewhat isolated. So I kind of like, it's not the same pattern as my other islands. I looked at it. I could probably have done that, but it would have been a little bit tight in this area. It's tight as it is. But now we want to make a Loonium. Because last episode we determined that if we got a Loonium, we'd be able to use it to generate mob drops. Or not mob drops, we'd be able to use it to generate loot from dungeon chests. And there's a lot of good loot from dungeon chests in this pack. So step one is having the Loonium generate the loot. See how good it is, and if we get like affix items and stuff from Apotheosis. If we do, then my plan will be to automate this area, okay? With some kind of fancy nice sword. Or we could always just, you know, put the Loonium in here. We might try that too. Okay, because this has like a looting sword, doesn't it? Didn't I put a looting sword on there? I feel like I did. I feel like if I didn't, I should have. Pretty sure I did, though. So let's go make a Loonium, because that shouldn't be too bad with the unlimited amounts of mana we have. So to get a Loonium, we're going to need a Rune of Envy, Gluttony, and Sloth. And then just some green and gray, redstone root, pixie dust. That's all easy, right? So Envy is winter and water. Gluttony is fire and winter. Sloth is air and autumn. So we're going to need runes from Botania. We've only got earth and fire thus far, so we're going to need to get a few more. Let's put on our to-do list here. So I know we're going to need water, and I know we're going to need air. So let's at least get those three, or the 4 base ones, and then we can upgrade them further. So I'm going to want a fishing rod, and then I'm going to want bone meal, sugarcane, and then we're going to want mana powder. We're going to want mana steel. We might want some mana pearls, because I know I want pixie dust, and I don't know if we have some. Oh, we have some. Oh, we have some. Sweet. All right, so you should have no problem doing that. And then if we did a little bit of this. Sweet. Okay. And then for air, what is it? I'm going to try to remember. Is it carpet, string, feather? String, feather, carpet. Oh, yeah. Dire remembers. So carpet, string, feather. And we can speed up that mana transfer if we want to. Because I should do the Gaia Guardian fight soon. That's what I should really consider doing. That's what I should absolutely consider doing. So I can get, like, you know, Gaia thingies. Because they're pretty good. Alright, so now that we've got you, right? So Envy needs Winter, which is cake, wool, and 2 snow blocks. Cake. Oh, good, I have a cake. Wool. I knew I had. And 2 snow blocks. And Winter was what again? Water and earth. Cool. Because we could get, like, the better Elven mana spreaders here. Though I think there's a better Runic Altar, isn't there? Is there a better Runic Altar? There is the Elven Altar, which Sparks can be attached to. And that only needs Dream Rock. Do I have any more Living Rock? No, but I could go get... Right? Let's try this out, right? One of the first Botanic Editions things we're going to do. So if I removed you, and did this, and then placed this right here, and then got a spark, okay, it should be attached. It looked like it attached. It says there's a spark on it when I mouse over it, so that works for me. Cool. So now if I want Envy, it's 2 mana diamonds, water, and winter. Water and winter. Is that, like, done already? Oh, you know what? It put the spark... I see what it did. With the stick. It's like, oh, I see you have an empty hand for a reason. I'm going to give you a spit. All right. Shift right click and the spark is on there. And then 2 water and winter. I think it's done already. That's cool. I like. I'm just going to put it out there. I like. So there's a rune of Envy. Okay. Gluttony needs winter and fire. So we already have winter, so that's cool. Wow, that's cool. I like it. I like sparks on altars. That is new to me. So autumn would be fire and air. I and 3 leaves. So fire and air. I and 3 leaves. If we don't have... Oh, I do. There you go. Sweet. And then sloth is air and autumn. So that would be air and autumn. Whoops. Autumn, air, 2, and then done. Very cool. Okay. And now the Loonium, will be... Where is my Petal Apothecary? Is it still over here? It is. Look at that. Okay. But you're going to be not those seeds. No, sir. We do not need seeds here. We need some form of seed. My AE system offline? Or did my game crash? I'm leaning towards game crash. Pretty sure game crashed. I can't open up any UIs. Here's how you test. You ready? Yep. Ain't no server activity in the background. Alright, I'm gonna go troubleshoot this and be right back. Oh my, that was a significant rollback. I'm not too worried. Just saying. That was something. I have no idea why I crashed. I looked through the logs and they made no sense to me. And I've been looking at Minecraft crash logs for 10 years. I have no idea what crashed. I'm hoping it doesn't happen again. If it does, I will dig deeper. But I spent like 10 minutes and I'm like, I can't make heads or tails of why this thing crashed. So, you know, we're gonna figure it out together as time goes on. So anyway, what was I doing? Yeah, I think I have to remake all the things I just made because I don't have any of the things I just made. So I will be back in 5 minutes after I recraft the Sloth, Gluttony, and Envy runes because I don't seem to have those anymore. Yes, correct. All right, all remade. So now for the Loonium, we need Envy, Gluttony, Sloth. So Gluttony, Sloth, Envy. Okay. Then we need a gray petal and 4 green petals. Right? So that's light gray. Let's see. Where's my botany? Where's my satchel? There it is. Might just be that we've never used gray before. Yeah, we only have 1 flower, so we should probably do the bone mealy thing. Only because we only have 1 of these. And it's possible that at some point we will decide that we want more. All right, it was 1 gray, right? And 4 green. Yeah, we're a little low on those. How are we in here? We've got a couple talls. So I'm cool with just using what I got. And I'll leave the 1 tall in here as an indication that next time I need green, we'll make more. Fair? Works for me. And then we need a pixie dust and a redstone. That needs to be some grass. How about shears? Hello, quest completed shears. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of quests that just come. Okay. My bad on having never apparently handled shears. Okay, redstone root. And then you can all go away, and we don't need this chorus fungus for whatever reason. So pixie dust and redstone root, and now we have a Loonium. Sweet. And then we just need seeds dropped. And we've got a Loonium, folks. So now, in theory, you will get mana from this pool. We're going to find out. I have no idea. Now, redstone root being included in a recipe means that it responds to a redstone signal. So my expectation is that you will respond. Oh my goodness, there was a mob that just dropped into the void. Okay, well, that's cool. Hello, creeper. Goodbye, creeper. You gave me a creeper's head, so that's neat. I appreciate you giving me drops-ish. Let's sort my inventory so we know what we're getting here. So I'm guessing the mana thing is working. Oh, look, we got blank runes and we got a spider's head. I'm guessing these are dungeon loot chests type things. You don't usually get gunpowder from a spider, and you don't usually get... We're getting a lot of chance cubes. That's cool. We got some source gems. So we could probably do... Now, if I were to... Where's that monocle thing? Right? So if I put the monocle on, I guess I can't put that in my head. I have to go find the right slot for it. So I got bread, I got saddle, skeleton, blank rune. Okay. So let's see what the... That'll work for now. You are a decent size. Isn't there a way to make flowers smaller? Pretty sure there... Isn't there like a tiny flower Loonium? There's the floating Loonium. Isn't there a tiny version that has a smaller area of effect, or am I remembering that incorrectly? There's also the overgrowth seed, which functions twice as fast. That's cool. That could be cool. But I thought there was a way to make flowers smaller. According to Google, if we drop this dude... Now there's... The word is petite that we're looking for, but there may not be a petite Loonium. Because if we look at, like, Bellthorn, you'll see there's the regular and the petite version. Loonium doesn't have that. It only has the floating version. So I'm going to say that that's not going to work for us. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this into like a room. Right? Let me just make this a room with some, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it with brick. Well, no, I've got enough. I might have enough cobblestone bricks. We'll see. I'll come back once I make this, because give me a sec. It'll be a moment. And you've seen me make rooms before. All right, if I'm not mistaken, that should be pretty good, right? So now we turn you off. And I'm curious if these guys will detect that they're being, like, auto-killed kind of deal. Now here, I don't need this anymore. Let's just swap that out. And I don't think we need looting or anything, right? Because I don't think that's going to make a difference. What I think I want to do is just have, like, the mob crusher, maybe? That's the one that... I think that's the one. I always mix them up. But I'm pretty sure this is the one that will, like, kill them and get me the loot, right? So, we just get a mob crusher. Oh my goodness. Did you actually explode? Creeper? How rude is that? Okay. So now we want, like, a decent-sized add-on? What do we got for add-ons? I've got a +3. How are you hit? Oh my goodness. You guys are, like, for reals about being up here, aren't you? I guess you're capable of spawning up there. Oh, that's exciting. Not quite what I was expecting, but we'll figure it out. Give me a sec. I want a bigger add-on. I want, like, a size 8 add-on or something like that. Is that cool? I'm just going to pop that into Mr. Maker of Things over here for a moment. So tier 8 add-on. 1. Not 1,000. 2. 3. And then let's get like a diamond chest or something. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking, right? I will set you to extract. We'll do a stack of items every tick or whatever. And then on the down can be an insert. And then we'll see what kind of fat loots we get. I mean, we're getting ancient scrolls, so that's a good sign. I don't like that you're putting things on the roof. I wasn't planning for that. How's my working area look? Pretty good, actually. What if I, like, just bring you up some? No, because if I bring you up some, you're not gonna... So the working area is pretty good, but the height is not great. I just need to prevent you from spawning mobs on the top. Like, what if I make the top glass, right? Mobs can't spawn on glass. Or, like, slabs. I could do slabs. Right? Doesn't that work? Mobs can't spawn on stone slabs, so I gotta assume the Loonium flower would respond and accept that. I think that that's a plan. That, and that, and that. And then in theory, they shouldn't be allowed to spawn up there no more. And that could be cool. Alright, so you guys go away, you go away, all of you go away, you, and you, and you, and all of you. And you go back in here. What are you doing up here, Drowned? You can't spawn on slabs. We discussed this. We discussed this. Can mobs spawn on slabs now? It's vanilla Minecraft. Dyer doesn't know the rules. Especially when they change every version. Can't help that. Alright, so let me just go look at mob spawning rules, because now I'm not sure. Show working area? Hide working area. What I could do is just make it flat, and then they would be inside the range. That would be kind of cool. Right? That could work, probably, if I just made it smaller. Alright, I've decided to go with this, and we're going to see if it works. Right? So now, in theory, if they spawn on the outer edges, they should be within the killing field, which means we're cool, right? Unless they spawn here on this line, which, can that happen? I don't know. I guess we'll see. If it does, then I just move it back 1 block and we're good. I mean, should be fine. I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to spawn up here. Like, almost 99% sure. But let's look at all those loots we got, huh? Oh my goodness, that's going to be a thing. I'm not seeing any apotheosis loot, which has me a little concerned. I haven't seen any of that yet, which tells me this may not be working, but we will find out. Then I had the chest. There you are. What did I have here? I think I had just... Yeah, we can do it this way. On the up, you will extract energy. On this side, you will insert. On the opposite side, you will insert and extract. So now you should be getting stuff, and you should be getting energy, and everybody's happy. And your area of effect is such that it will include this area. All right, so now we see, out of curiosity, whether we get apotheosis loots. We're definitely getting modded loots. Like, look, this. These are all things that would not be normally in the thing, right? Whether or not we get apotheosis mob drops is another story that I don't seem to have an answer for at this moment. But hey, at least we automated a Loonium flower, which is what we said we were going to do. And also we got to try the fancy little this thing, which is super cool. I love. All right, back in a sec. All right, so while I let that run for a bit, let's go see what our next overpowered chapter has me doing. Runic Hell. Well, look at that. I recognize some things we got to do. So infused Hell Shelf should be easy. We might already have one. If not, we can get one really easy. I will get one. I might have one stored somewhere, but I will get one if I might have one stored here. I mean, we have a blazing Hell Shelf. We don't have an infused Hell Shelf. Okay, fair enough. So that will require a potion of regeneration, which is gassed here. Another wart. And some bottles. And where is my rain shield? Where's my potion makery duty? I have no idea. I know I have a brewing stand somewhere. Couldn't tell you where it is at the moment. I'll hide it back here so that next time I'm looking for it, I can't find it anywhere. Deal? Seems like a good deal to me. Okay, so Hell Shelf needs a bookshelf. And I always like to have a bunch of extra in these, even though, like, I know the system can keep them in stock or whatever. I just like to have a few, or make them. So then you. And that should be cool. Perfect. And then we can just... Soulbound. Infusion just requires level 100. I'm not going to sweat having, you know, the appropriate levels. I'm not going to sit there and try and make it, you know, easier. So that's easy peasy. And then we need 32 gem dust, which is going to be basically gems. So let's get some non-flawless ones. In fact, if I had cracked, that would probably be like the best place to start. I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna go too crazy. I will avoid flawless and I will avoid orange ones. How's that sound? That was a flawless, actually, so I do want to avoid that one. That's a flawless, so I don't want that. Okay. There you go, 32, right? That's what we needed? Woot! Alright, now we need to make a lot of stuff. So let me get some stone here. Let me get my exchanger. This is a little compact, but, you know. Fuzzy off. Boop, boop. Boop. Loving it. That should be enough. Okay, so now you go back in here, and we've got plenty of stuff. So we're going to need each of the tier 1 runes, right? So let's get each of them queued up here. And what we're going to have to do is mostly make them off camera, because I'm assuming you guys don't want to watch me make 16 of each of these. I could automate this process, but it doesn't feel necessary to me. I feel like it would take me more time and effort to automate than it would to just get her done. But, I mean, yeah, actually, using AE2's new fanciness, we might be able to automate it, which could be cool. Do I want to automate this? Let's consider it. Let me think about that for a sec. All right, I think I'm going to automate this using AE2's new system. Now, the only problem is that we're low on channels over here, and by low, I mean we have none. So we're going to either need to free up a channel over here somewhere, or what we're going to want to do is consider expanding our controller a little bit. Do we need all these channels? I'm going to say yeah, let's just expand the controller, right? It's literally for just a couple more channels. Do I really need to be doing things the way I'm doing them? How am I for this? We've got 26 here, right? 26 and 8. What am I using here? 6? What if we did this? You ready? I'm going to yoink, yoink. All that stuff. And instead, I stole this P2P. We put him here. And then so you're using 26. You load up. You should be online now. You're using 32, right? 26 plus these 6 is exactly 32. And now you're using 27. I think I was actually overloaded on channels over here, believe it or not. So now I've got a few more channels, and I can use that for my auto-crafting Elven Altar. And we'll do something very much like this. And I don't see why that wouldn't work. Did I void mine my... I did. I vein mined my... That's funny. When I vein mined, I got these. That's cool. All right, so let's wrap up here. We'll come back next time. We will automate this guy. And then we will be ready for the next thing. So I'm definitely not getting any apotheotic items here, which is a bummer. We're definitely getting, like, modded stuff. Ooh, ancient tomes. Now that's exciting. But we're not getting any apotheotic items, which is a little bit of a bummer. But that's okay. That's why we experiment. We find out if we can do things or not. For now, Del20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. This is more complex than just doing that because it requires like hitting with the wand and all that nonsense. And also the dropping of living rock. But I think with the speed at which this all goes in, we should be able to make that living rock thing work. For now, Del20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.